Last night, I spent the night at a Flying J truck stop in Winchester, Virginia. By the way, I wanted to show you my routine when I wake up in the morning. The first thing that I do is check my camera system to see what is happening outside. If it looks all clear, then I slide into the front seat and take down the sunscreen, which is velcroed tightly to the windshield. Then I get out and head to the bathroom. After that, it is back in the car with the sunscreen back up and the blackout panels in place for privacy so I can get some initial work done and plan my day. After working in my car at the Winchester truck stop for a couple of hours this morning, I hit the road for my next destination, which is Washington, D.C. It is an hour and a half drive, and it is the first time since Oklahoma that I encounter toll roads. Oklahoma was frustrating because they only accept cash or check and not credit cards. Fortunately, I happen to have some cash on me in Oklahoma. Since then, I got extra cash to keep on hand in case I encounter cash-only tolls. However, the first booth that I come to accepts credit cards, so I am good to go. However, the second toll road, just outside of DC, only accepts quarters for payment or payment by a special app. The toll is $3.25, and I am left wondering who designed this system. Other than regular commuters, who is going to happen to have $3.25 in quarters sitting in their car? And the other option, the app, is a ridiculous option for people who don't already have the app on their phone. It is unrealistic to expect people to follow instructions at a toll booth while traffic is backing up behind them, to download an app, agree to the terms of the use of the app, set up an account, enter a payment option, and figure out how to use the app to pay the toll. The system almost seems designed to make out-of-towners unable to pay, possibly to charge fees for being billed by mail when they do fail to pay. Unfortunately, that is the option I have to take today. I have to go ahead without paying and hope that the fees I get in the mail aren't too overwhelming to my limited budget. Once I get to DC, I decide to find a Bank of America so I can get a roll of quarters. I am not going to be left unprepared again the next time I may encounter a toll booth that requires payment using coins. I find a Bank of America in the downtown area, and after finding a parking spot, I head inside to get my quarters. My next stop is a Starbucks to get my morning Earl Grey tea and to get some work done. After driving around looking for an open spot in the packed streets of downtown DC, I decide to find a Starbucks that is in the suburbs so it has a parking lot. The closest that I find is in Chevy Chase, Maryland. By the way, thank you to my good friend Bryant Wilkes for buying my tea this morning. Bryant sent me a Starbucks gift certificate recently to show his support for my cross-country journey, and it has been the gift that keeps on giving. After spending a couple of hours working at Starbucks, I decide to find a place for lunch. After searching Google for vegan restaurants, I find a place called the Little Red Fox in DC. It is a cool restaurant which doesn't allow indoor seating due to COVID, but they have outdoor seating in front of the restaurant and another seating area set up in the parking lot behind the restaurant. The front area is full, so I head to the back. Luckily, they set up tents for shading because it is hot today in DC. For lunch, I have the Great Garbanzo, which is a vegan sandwich with a chicken salad alternative made from roasted garbanzo beans combined with a chickpea mayo, onion, celery, and raisins. It is garnished with arugula and tomato, and it is served on a ciabatta roll. And it is really good. In fact, I would have to say that it is one of the best vegan sandwiches and maybe one of the best sandwiches overall that I have ever tasted. Since I grabbed a late lunch, it is already 2 when I leave the Little Red Fox, and I decide that it is time to get in a quick workout. I find an Anytime Fitness in nearby Jessup, Maryland, where I take a half hour to lift, and then I move on to another Starbucks in Baltimore to get in a few more hours of work before calling it a day. After that, I head to the Flying J truck stop in Elkton, Maryland, which is where I will stay tonight. Tomorrow, I will head on to Wilmington, Delaware. Until then, I hope that your week is going well, and I will see you in the next video.